Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. Now, I don't really want this video to alarm anyone particularly, so let me just preface this by saying, while I think that this is noteworthy, I do not think that there's any kind of emergency. Do not flip out by this video. I put alert on there, again, not really to scare anyone, but I do think this is noteworthy. And I've kind of waited to get into the analysis on this. I could have done these, this was all kind of percolating up in the press last week. I decided to go ahead and kind of take a minute to kind of digest it. I'm glad I did that because I'm able to make these, I'm sort of able to make this video now and provide some insight, in my opinion, to folks who are watching. Thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com. Article is titled 100 Cops to be Charged Over Illegal Visas. A lot going on in here. I'm going to actually be using this article as a touchstone for a number of videos because that'll be coming out throughout this week, probably for those who are watching right now, because there's a lot going on here. There's sort of a lot to take in with this. I think we may be seeing something of a major sea change within Thai immigration, something that we haven't seen for a number of years now. So again, now, does this mean this is a massive thing that we need to all flip out about at this moment? No, not at all. It's just something to think about because things are changing. Quoting directly, more than 100 immigration officers are suspected of involvement in the illegal issuing of visas for Chinese investors in so-called gray businesses. Immigration Bureau Commissioner Police Lieutenant General Pak Phumpipat Sajapan said yesterday, Police Lieutenant General Pak Phumpipat said they would be charged with malfeasance and demanding and taking benefits in return for illegal services. This is the key, though. More than 100 immigration officers. That will have tremendous impact on the overall system, I have to imagine. Now, again, to some extent, this is a level of speculation. So when I first read the article, I pumped the brakes. I didn't really want to make a video on it at that moment because I said, well, at first glance, this is huge. It's still big. It's a big deal. But I don't sort of want to, for lack of a better term, oversell it. Is the sky falling? No, Chicken Little, it's not falling. But this is major news. This represents a real fundamental paradigm shift, again, along the lines of what we've talked about for years, which is immigration used to sort of consider itself seemingly an administrative function. More and more, immigration here in Thailand and other places around the world, including the United States, tends to view itself more as a law enforcement sort of apparatus, and therefore they have very different paradigms about that. I think Thai immigration matters, it's not going to change overnight, but I think this might be a harbinger of things to come with respect to the possibility that immigration protocols may tighten up. We also might, and I think likely will see, enhanced scrutiny of future Thai immigration cases. The other thing to keep in mind is a lot of people I've talked to in the interim since I first read this article, and I've kind of talked to friends and things, they say, well, they're targeting the Chinese. It's not how it works. That's not how it works. As we've discussed in videos pertaining to U.S. immigration, going back into the Trump administration, when the so-called Muslim ban was instituted, I said at the time, this will have ramifications throughout the U.S. immigration system. And lo and behold, it did. As we talked about at the time, it required all consulates to conduct similar reviews to those in the Muslim ban area. And it's my understanding to this day, those protocols still persist. As they say in the movie Company Business, governments come and go, bureaucracies remain the same. There's something of that going on here when you're talking about major shifts within bureaucracies because the ramifications tend to kind of hold on. It tends to be sticky, if you will, with respect to the changes that occur with respect to these paradigm shifts. So again, don't freak out, but I think we're probably going further into 2023, we're probably going to be looking at an immigration system that's quite a bit more strict than what we've been dealing with, at least during the COVID period.